Welcome back, CB.
We have an exciting show today with stories about junk food, finals, and the latest sports updates.
Let's get into it. I'm Kevin McEntee.
And I'm Annika DeWall.
And the Talon Morning News starts right now.
Busy few days ahead of us with finals and review. Today is B and C set finals and tomorrow is Founders Day. Next week we start Monday with D and E set finals. Tuesday is F, G, and A set review. Wednesday is F and G set finals, and we end the school year with A set final on Thursday with graduation the following day. Founders Day of Giving is tomorrow, so make sure to get your yearbooks, spend time with friends, and take a moment to reflect on all you've gained in your time at CB. Remember, all these experiences are made possible by the donations made on Founders Day. Help others experience all that CB has to offer by making a donation of any amount.
Even with the school year coming to an end and summer approaching, there are still service opportunities available so that you can help out in the community. There are a variety of these, including food distribution, yard work for the elderly, and home repair. Look out for those on MobileServe. This next week and a half is stress less dress, but only for bottoms. Be comfortable for finals with sweatpants, PJs, or jeans with a CB top. On the last day of school, after the Leave to Serve prayer service, all students will be participating in a locker cleanout. Look out on Schoology for more information. Hey Annika, if you had the option between a bag of carrots and a bag of chips, what would you choose?
Well, obviously the chips.
I'm sure that's what most people would say, but let's take a closer look into the effects that junk food, like chips, can have on a person.
Hey, what's up, Connor?
Hey, what's up?
What are you eating?
Gummy clusters.
Oh, don't you know those are, like, really bad for you?
Yeah, but they're good.
Oh, well, here are some healthier snacks for you, so we both lead to obesity.
Oh.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Junk foods are bad for your health due to the high calorie, fat, sugar contents, and lack essential nutrients. This can cause multiple harmful effects like type 2 diabetes, heart-related problems, overweight, certain cancers, and more. Be considerate of yourself and choose healthier.
While junk food is bad, it's not very common that too many hot Cheetos will cause your grades to tank. But you know what most certainly can?
Your phone?
Yep. Up next is a great story about the effects that screen can have on students and their grades.
Miss all those moments and all those great times we had together, but then it's, you know, I've done a lot and able to do a lot for the school, and just be a part of it is just a great thing that I've really loved. So just
Today, we're tackling a topic that hits close to home for all of us: screens. All these devices that are basically glued to our hands. But how are these screens affecting our lives, especially our grades?
I spend 4 hours a day on social media. My screen time does not affect my grades because I'm on top of it.
I spend about 7 hours on screens. My grades are good. I have a 3.57 as of right now. Planning on getting that up.
I'd say I probably spend around 9 hours on the screen. I think it highly affects my grades because it takes away my time from studying. Since I started using screens, you know, I think it took away a lot of my time from focusing on schoolwork and stuff like that.
Although it can be hard to stay focused when there's so much distraction due to our screens, many have found it as a resource to help and have figured out ways to use technology at our hands to their benefit.
Because I usually study and listen to music at the same time, and without my phone I can't listen to music.
For me, it helps me do my homework when I scan it on things.
So, what's the takeaway? It's not about ditching screens completely. They're a big part of our lives. It's about finding a balance.
I just put my phone down. I just have to get yelled at. I have to be held accountable by it.
The strategies that I use to balance screen time and studying is just don't procrastinate, and I want to go to college, so that's more important than social media.
This has been Maria Hinton for the Talon Morning News.
Finals week is definitely my least favorite week of the whole year.
I agree. All that pressure makes this week one of the most stressful times of the year.
Let's take a look at how other students deal with the stress that comes with finals.
In the spring semester, the most stressful thing is the fact that the grade deadline is the Tuesday after the finals end. And so it's not so much grading the finals. As an English teacher, it's grading the essays that have come in usually right before finals. Relax, study the best you can, and then at some point just kind of trust that you know what you know and move on.
I do worry about finals a little bit. It is a lot of grading, and also some students decide to cheat on finals, so that is a concern as well.
Some study tools that I use to get ready for finals are putting my phone in the other room, blocking myself off from distractions, reviewing course materials from previous months, and just trying to focus as best as I can.
I have actually ChatGPT, bless its heart, and my blessed notebook.
I don't know about you, but finals definitely have me a little stressed out. Thank God we're almost done.
Now that the year is almost over, it's a perfect time to look back on some of our highlights and lowlights of this year.
I can think of a few. Let's check it out.
Doing the highlights and lowlights of this year.
Let's go, guys.
Welcome back, CB. Who are we here with?
Najee.
All right, as this year winds down, what were your highlights and lowlights of this year?
Highlight was getting a 4.0.
And your lowlights?
Getting a concussion in basketball.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, CB, we're back. And who are we here with today?
Kingston Molina.
All right, Kingston, what would you say are the highlights of your school year this year?
I'd say getting a 3.5 GPA.
Congratulations on that, but what would you say are the lowlights of your school year?
Not getting my license yet.
It's okay. You'll get it one day, buddy.
Welcome back, CB. Who are we here with today?
Luke Noe.
All right, and what are some highlights of this year?
Highlights of this year is playing basketball with the youngins.
All right, and some lowlights?
Some lowlights, probably grades, man. Math was the hardest class I've ever took this year, probably. Geometry. Kids, if you're listening to this, don't take geometry. It's gonna get you bad, man.
And what's your grade in geometry right now?
77.
That's not even that bad. All right, thank you very much. Welcome back, CB. Who are we here with today?
Jacoby.
All right, and what are your highlights and lowlights of the school year?
My lowlights was definitely failing my math test, and then my highlight is coming back to office hours with my amazing teacher, Mr. Naval, and I got an A on the next one.
That's wonderful. Good job.
Already back again. Who are we here with?
Serena.
Already. And Serena, what would you say is the highlight of this school year?
Like going to all the games and then being with my friends.
Perfect, perfect. What would you say is your low light of this year?
All the schoolwork and the tests.
Yeah. Hey, CB, and who are we here with today?
Anton.
Hey, Anton. So today we're going to be asking you, what were the highlights and lowlights of this school year?
I would say that lunch basketball and hanging out with my friends.
Some lowlights of the school year?
Breaking my legs.
All right, CB, we hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to be thinking about your highlights and lowlights.
Have a great rest of your day.
With graduation coming closer, seniors are also celebrating their last games as a Falcon.
For some athletes, these last few weeks have been the last time they'll play their sport competitively.
A few athletes are moving on to college to play, so let's see what all these athletes have to say.
Miss all those moments and all those great times we had together. But then it's, you know, I've done a lot and able to do a lot for the school, and just be a part of it is just a great thing that I've really loved. So just being a part of a team and being a part of a brotherhood is really important to me, and I think we fulfilled that, done a lot of great things, just being able to have a great season, being able to win games together, even though we didn't think we would really be that successful this year. So just all those great times together in the locker rooms, like after practices, has really been special. So I'm grateful for those parts, and I'm sad that it's ending.
And if you could do it over again, what would you do differently?
I think if I could do it all over again, I would definitely, good question. I would just hang out with my teammates more. I would cherish those moments, kind of like, especially like I said, after practice, like after games, because those are the moments where you really bond after a big win or even a loss. Even just talking to them, that's like a huge thing that I really cherish now that I'm out of the sport. And it's just a big moment. It kind of touches your heart, being able to bond together and share those moments and just be around each other for the long run and build those relationships a little more. So I definitely would stick around, stay a little longer after games, stay a little longer after practices, do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And if you could tell a future Brothers athlete one thing, what would it be?
One thing, if you're gonna play a sport, you gotta stick with it. It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be hard. Waking up in the morning, you got weights, you got practices, it's gonna be some long days, 12+ hour days just at the school. But if you stick with it, you're gonna enjoy yourself, you're gonna build that brotherhood, build those friendships that you never thought you'd have. So as long as you stick with the program, listen to what the coaches are telling you, and just show up, you'll be satisfied at the end of it all if you're really committed to what you're doing here.
Next, we interviewed two seniors about their high school sports careers.
I'm not sad about it because our team did really well, and like I'm proud of our accomplishments, winning sections last year and then making it to the finals. So I think I'm not sad, I'm just happy and excited for what's in the future.
Well, mine ended junior year, but like, yeah, I don't really have much to say, but go support all the teams.
All right. And if you could do it all over again, like, what would you do differently?
Oh, okay, guys. Yes, give me a countdown, please. Just cut out. What's up, Falcons? It's Jordy Williams with your sports news for today. Our men's swim team won the section championship this past weekend. Good job, swimmers. Our girls swim team came as runners-up in the championship. Congrats, girls. Last night, our softball players played against Mandan in playoffs. Now we have a story of the girls talking about the stresses of being an athlete during finals.
As students all around CB prepare for finals and AP tests, athletes face the additional challenge of preparing for playoffs simultaneously. Let's take a look at how the women's softball team is planning to take on these obstacles.
I manage my finals by taking any free time after practice or before practice, going to office hours, just studying, getting time for different classes. I think it's how I manage my time. It will also
Getting ready for finals. We're pushed back a little bit further this year, so that is going to impact it, but I believe our team is one of the best with managing their time. I think we all generally having that grade point average of being able to even participate on this team has helped them prepare to continue just to continue to study the way they always have. They also know that whether it be practice or before school, after school, if they need to miss something for studying, that is always the first choice. School comes first. I think going into playoffs, I think our team looks at it that we generally just don't have a ton to lose. We get to go out and put it all on the field, and if we, hopefully come out with a victory, that's obviously everyone's goal. But I think coming off of a very long year of this transition, and I think that everybody's just ready to put it all out and be ready to go.
This has been Grace Grubb for the Talon Morning News.
Track and field athletes competed earlier this week for finals. We have a video for you from our athletes about their preparations for this event.
Our
our track and field athletes at CB compete in the finals. They let us know their emotions and preparations as they approach the finish line.
My name is Kingston, Kingston. I run the 110 hurdles and the 300 hurdles.
My name is Diego, Diego, shot put and discus.
Sophia Salazar, SOFIA. I throw shot put and discus. I am the varsity coach for throws.
How do you feel that track season is coming to an end?
Honestly, it's pretty sad. It's weird knowing that I'm already like almost halfway through my track career at CB, but it's also exciting because we got finals coming up and everything like that.
I'm a little bit sad. I had a lot of fun this season and I got a lot better.
I feel sad because I'm a senior, but I'm also excited to continue my career at Sac City.
What have you done to prepare for the championship?
I've been working a lot with Coach Mack, Coach Morla, and Coach Rob to get faster, be ready to go for finals.
I've been taking practice seriously. I've been working in the weight room. Yeah.
Locked in practice, throwing pretty decently in practice. That's kind of all.
This has been Isaiah Lee for the Talent.
That's all we have for you today. Summer is just around the corner. We only have a few days left.
Good luck with finals and have an amazing summer, Falcons. We'll see you next year.
Talons out.